Hey friends, welcome back. It's your favorite market analyst, option, whatever you want to classify me as, but it's Max from Trades and Gains, where I dissect the daily madness Wall Street throws at us. And today was a straight up market betrayal. After the biggest morning rally of the year, the White House confirmed 104% total tariffs on China. And the market said, yeah, we're out of here. Bye. The Dow gave back a 1,300 point gain. The NASDAQ reversed from up 4% to closing down 2.2%. And the institutional flow is absolute chaos. Let's go ahead and do what we do every video and break all of this down for you. So, first things first, the rally that never was. Tuesday was just absolute euphoria. The Dow opened up 1,300 points. The NASDAQ was up 4%. And the S&P 500 was even in on the fun with a 3.2% gain. Headlines teased trade talks with Japan, South Korea, and vague hope that Trump might blink on tariffs. But by 3 p.m., all those gains evaporated faster than Biden at a press briefing. Why did this happen? The White House confirmed tariffs on China were going to 104%, effective at 12:01 a.m. Now here's the breakdown. Trump's original 54% levy plus 50% more equals a 104% total. And China vowed to fight to the end. So it looks like they're not really going to budge or try to move on this. And Apple, Nvidia, and Tesla all tanked hard on this news. Even oil reversed its gains, dropping over 2.5%. Brent closed below $63 a barrel, while WTI is under $60 for the first time since 2021. Treasuries, absolute chaos as well. The 10-year yield surged 34 BPs intraday. Bond traders looked like they were trading meme stocks today. Now, this marks the third straight day of 6+% intraday swings, and this only happened 3 other times. The 1987 crash, the 2008 financial crisis, the 2020 COVID panic. So, in other words, it's time to buckle up, folks, because it looks like we might have a lot more downside. I also have seen reports that the big guys are expecting and would not be surprised by another 20% drop in the market as well. And to make matters worse, the Mag 7, or the mediocre 7 as we've been calling them, got caught in a rug pull. Nvidia opened up 7.8% and closed down nearly 1%. Tesla went up from 6% down to 4%. And Apple is down 5% as tariffs hammer China-built iPhones. Even with the 5% Medicare reimbursement boost, healthcare stocks couldn't save the tape either. Now, let's move on to our next segment where we're going to break down some options activity, some dark pool sentiment. If you guys want to know how I'm finding these insane plays that I post on Twitter, it's literally just Investor Central Club plus news, and that's it. That's all I do. I don't really chart. I don't really do TA. I just look at the flow. I've taught myself how to read this stuff, and then I just find news stories that correlate with it that could potentially make that move. So to kick things off, let's go over our dark pools. This was just absolute panic. And here's what the whales moved today. SPY, we had over 740 million in late day block trades at 496.50. In QQQ, we had 408 million in dark flows with monster blocks at $415. IEF, SHV, and VGT, which are treasury ETFs, had billions in inflows. Safety trading is in full swing right now. So look for people to be moving to bonds. or not bonds, into like treasury ETFs. And yeah, so this is going to be a common theme that we're going to see. We also had TAGG with a $222 million block, and nobody saw that coming, I promise you that. Now, the options board was an absolute bloodbath today. We had SPY with $185 million in total overall inflow, and 85% of that was put into puts. Nvidia, we had 70 million in inflow with 69 million in calls and 24 million in puts. And QQQ, we had 43 million with nearly 70% of that in our puts over here. So that is a huge bearish skew. And our most popular contract here too, because we do that in this segment, are the 425s that expired today. So it looks like somebody was just day trading the downside of QQQ. We had 4 hits for that. We also had IWM with 39 million in total flow, and basically all of it was puts. And these were for May 16th of 2025, the 168 strike. And we looks like we had about 1 million or so that were thrown into that repeated hit on the tape today as well. Tesla, Apple, they all nuked with all downside flow. HYG had 9 million, all puts. Junk bonds are being prepped for a funeral, folks. Some of our top trades of the day, we had SPY 490 puts for 417, and that had 30 million in volume alone. We had QQQ with the 408 puts, massive sweep trades hitting the late afternoon. Nvidia, we had 1.7 million share blocks that were traded at 102.65 spot. And IEF, we had 2.1 million trade block at a $90.50 spot. This is pure safety rotation. Every signal pointed to institutions hedging or running for the hills like this is never going to happen. Now the market is saying no mas. It's tapping out. It's asking for a break. Investors aren't buying the dip. They're buying protection. Big tech is too exposed to China tariffs. Retail giants like Walmart face 2 to 6% EPS hits. And junk bonds, growth stocks, and even Apple look radioactive right now. And by the way, Jamie Dimon and Larry Fink are waving red flags, which those are like 2 guys who think we can get out of anything. And they're usually good indicators of where things are heading as well. But that's your full breakdown for today, folks. 104% tariffs, a 1,300 point reversal, options flow screaming fear. This market isn't just volatile, it's absolutely unhinged like the meme coin market right now. But if you enjoyed this, subscribe, comment what you're watching, and follow the flow every day right here, or subscribe to Investor Central Club, where you can get this flow that you're looking at right now every day. Yeah. Stay smart, stay hedged, and pay attention to the institutions, because if they're running, we want to know where they're running to. See you guys in the next one. Hope you have a great day.